What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you see this lady on the screen? This woman right here, her name is Amanda Leanne Porter, age 44, from Los Angeles, California. Shout out LA. I'm gonna tell you something. This woman lives in the land of make-believe. And there are a lot of people out here that want to be something else, more or less than what they are. And my thing is this: you don't have to pretend to be anything. Just do the study and become it. This woman, ladies and gentlemen, was impersonating a nurse before she was terminated at a hospital from April 8th to May 8th, according to police. It says she oversaw over 60 patients in the hospital working as a nurse, and this woman is not a nurse. How she got hired is, is astonishing to me. Especially with the way they do background checks and all this other stuff. You start to see more and more people doing impersonations. Police impersonations. You see that a lot. Now you're seeing people wanting to be healthcare workers. I could do story after story of people that's doing dental work and ain't dentists. So on and so forth. But a nurse, faking to be a nurse, she has no idea how damaging that could have been to both the hospital, her, and the patients that she was overseeing as somebody up the street instead of a real registered nurse. Take a look at this.
A woman impersonating a nurse who worked at 2 LA County hospitals without a license is behind bars tonight. She treated patients at Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital and Providence St. Joseph Medical Center before being found out and fired. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam live in Burbank. He's talked to the hospitals and shocked patients. Tim.
Mark, everyone we spoke to is shocked by this story, very surprised. The woman was treating patients here for weeks at this hospital until staff realized she was not a real nurse. Tonight, she is in custody.
This woman, accused of taking the phrase "fake it until you make it" to the next level. Burbank police say Amanda Porter allegedly pretended to be a registered nurse at Providence St. Joseph Hospital for a whole month before the jig was up.
No way. Terrified.
It's crazy. You just can't trust people.
Investigators say the hospital hired the 44-year-old as a nurse back in April. Porter allegedly treating around 60 patients and receiving at least 2 paychecks before detectives say staff learned a month later she was impersonating a real registered nurse living in another state.
For it to go that far for a month is ridiculous.
Ashley Rodriguez is baffled.
I had my son at St. Joseph's. As a mom, that's kind of scary, sad for the healthcare system. Like, aren't we supposed to be able to trust our healthcare system?
Providence St. Joseph says it quickly fired Porter and notified state and local authorities, along with all the patients she treated, adding in a statement. Providence St. Joseph is committed to quality and safety to ensure the best possible care for our patients. As a new hire, this employee was in her orientation phase and as such was partnered with a training nurse during the 5 nursing shifts she worked in our hospital. But the scam gets worse. Investigators believe Porter allegedly used other fake identities to gain work at other hospitals over the past year, including Henry Mayo Newhall in Santa Clarita. In a statement to ABC7, a spokesperson writing, "In early October, we learned that an employee falsified documents to obtain employment with our hospital. Once discovered, we took immediate and appropriate action, including terminating her employment."
You're at your most vulnerable when you're in the hospital, and to think that somebody is there that shouldn't be and is, maybe seeing you privately or anything, it's just very scary.
Police say Porter is currently on federal probation for fraud in the state of Virginia.
Porter is charged with identity fraud, theft, and false impersonation, all felonies. Tim Pulliam, ABC7, Eyewitness News.
All right, guys, that's the story of this lady, Amanda Leanne Porter, age 44. Says she's locked up. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. She did all of this, but the hospital got to take the blame. I mean, they got to. What's the vetting system for somebody saying they're a certified nurse? So anybody off the street can come up there and just apply for a job and just get the job without documentation? I thought nurses had a distinct serial license. But then again, if you pay attention, she used the identity of somebody else that's a nurse out of state, which I think is appalling. First things first, why do you have to live vicariously through the life of somebody else and not your own? Now, this lady's 44 years old. If she wanted to be a nurse, hell, you can go to nursing school still. I don't think it's an age limit on that. But to take on that responsibility and faking it until you make it type of role, you'll never make it, because laws are constantly changing, certifications are changing, medications are changing. And speaking of medication, this is why this is a big thing. And this lady is crazy as hell. Nurses on shifts make sure one of their job requirements is to make sure they have the medication count, what pills are which. They know what the pills are by looking at the pill and all this other stuff. They know what the property stuff. She survived a month doing that. Then they said she worked at 2 hospitals. So this is just 30 days at one. Collected a paycheck from that. What kind of person in their heart and mind know that they're making money for a job they're unskilled at doing and feel good about it? Think about it. No sense of honor or just respect, period. You running around here giving medication and all this other stuff according to charts, where it could be a discrepancy on a chart, and you floating like a jellyfish on the tide, trying to just go around and be successful in something that could cost somebody their life. That's why I don't give her no respect. That's the thing. Then you take somebody else's name and risk messing up their licensing and all of that stuff so you can go out here and pretend to be something you're not. Nah, man. Nah, for real. That's no different than that's identity fraud. It's no different than somebody getting somebody's credit card information or anything else and taking them to the cleaners. You're looking, money's going out your bank account. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. With all this education that's offered out here right now, at 44 years old, you can't get yourself in some type of program. The lawsuits that these people can push against this hospital, even though nothing bad happened, where, you know, like the lady said, you're in the hospital and you're vulnerable and you're sick and you're leaving it to professionals to get you back on your feet. Here you got an imposter amongst the ranks. That could have ended badly. Could have. This is no different, like I said, with those police impersonators. People want to put lights on their car and pull you over and do police stuff. When shit go bad, you're going to be looking stupid because you ain't got the proper training. Same thing with her. If somebody coded out because she gave the wrong medication, how's she going to get out of that? Then, what about the hailstorm that comes over the hospital and they still not out the woods? These people can push lawsuits even though nothing happened. They quickly got her out of there and they arrested her. Man, this could have been tragic. It's crazy. I mean, I never understood how people will risk it all for an opportunity to do a job that they're not skilled for, that can land them in jail or prison. I would never try that shit. Never. At my age, I would never try that. If I'm not a mechanic, I'm not going to go in there and try to use special tools and mess with people's cars where they could lose their life if I do something wrong on the car because I think I can do it. Or I'm not going to go and be a dentist and pull teeth on people and I'm not skilled and having the proper licenses to do it. I don't know why people do this. Why didn't you just take your ass to school? It'll took you a little bit longer, but at 44 years old, you can find something that'll pay your bills until you get out of school. And then you could earn that right. Nobody feels sorry for somebody that do that. What's your excuse? That's crazy. That's wild. And then you got nurses' aides up under you. You telling people what to do. How you think they feel now? Come to find out you wasn't even a real nurse. That's embarrassing. We'll see what happened with her in court. But I mean, I can't feel sorry for it at all. You put yourself in that position and you pretended to be something you're not. And it could have had a bad effect on all those people that was under your care. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. What y'all think, man? Put it in the comments. I know I'm missing some stuff of other things that could have happened where she could have really got jammed up. Put them in the comments section if I missed anything. See you in the next video. Take care.